What's going on, guys? I am with the Moose, and I'm back with another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise. Today we're breaking down a game against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They are first in the AL West, as you guys can see right there. Our division rankings are not very good. I think we were like about 7 or 8 games back. Definitely got to improve a lot. And we actually did trade for ICHIRO Suzuki. He's on our team now. He's leading off for us. Right here, he grounds out to first. But we're going to talk about the games we missed. We'll get into the trade and this game in a little bit, but the first game you guys missed was actually against the Houston Astros on May 1st. We ended up losing this one 5-3, and it was pretty disappointing, not going to lie. Obviously, as you guys can see from the box score here, we were winning 3-0 going into the bottom of the 9th inning, and normally that's almost a surefire, guaranteed save situation, easy to put away for Fernando Rodney. This time it just was not. The game was pitched fantastically by Taijuan Walker. 8 innings pitched, just 1 hit given up, struck out 9. But Fernando Rodney did not get a single out, gave up 5 runs, including a walk-off home run to Evan Gattis. So that was obviously not what we needed. Fernando Rodney, just pretty much the first time the entire season he did anything wrong. It was the first time he had given up even 1 run. But let alone 5 was pretty bad, and obviously we lost the game, which was not what we needed to see. Moving on to the second game you guys missed, we actually won this one against the Houston Astros once again. We won it 6-2. It was pretty nice to see that. Robinson Cano and Justin Ruggiano both hit home runs. Definitely nice to see that. Our team starting to hit a little bit more recently, which was nice. And James Paxton also pitched really well. He's been doing fantastic lately. He's down to a 2.63 ERA, so definitely nice to see that. And I'm glad that I've been able to pitch with somebody other than really Felix Hernandez, because he's been pretty much the only one that was doing anything. Now, next game we had J.A. Happ on the hill. In this game, I just couldn't really get anything going offensively, and it was also very difficult to actually, pitch with J.A. Happ. I pitched 5 2/3 innings with him, but gave up 5 runs, 10 hits. They were just on base the whole game, and I couldn't really get anything going against Scott Feldman and the Astros, so we lost that one. And then we also lost the next game, which was very, very disappointing, against the Angels this time, first game of the series. And I thought I was going to pitch very well. Obviously, I had Felix Hernandez on the hill, but I gave up 7 runs in the 3rd inning with him, so that was very disappointing. I ended up going 5 innings with him, just try to stretch him out a little bit, but I walked 5 people. Like I said, gave up 7 earned runs. And that was, honestly, it shouldn't have been 7 earned runs. I had one play, really weird in the 3rd inning, bases loaded. Ground ball right to shortstop. Brad Miller kind of booted the ball, and instead of fielding it cleanly, he booted it a little bit. It went way up in the air, and it took forever for Austin Jackson to go get the ball from center field, and 3 runs scored on that play. It was an extremely odd play, very hard to explain. You guys kind of needed to see it, but that happened, so it really should have been an error. Wasn't called an error, and Felix, suffered the consequences of 7 earned runs. We ended up losing that 10-3, as you guys can see there, and Robinson Cano had 2 home runs, which was pretty cool. So he's been hitting a lot better lately, but overall the team needs to step it up. Just like in general. So now on to the game you guys are watching right now. This game, we were 10-17 coming into this one. Definitely struggling a lot, and as you guys saw very early on, or maybe you missed it, we had Taijuan Walker on the hill, but he actually got hurt on the second batter of the game. They hit a ball right up the middle, hit him off the shin, and he had to be taken out for the rest of the game. So Yorvis Medina's on the mound for us. Pretty much a middle relief pitcher, but we need to stretch him out for around 4 innings. Right here, Austin Jackson, clutch hit, hitting ICHIRO home after ICHIRO had a nice double to right field. Definitely nice to see Austin Jackson doing a lot better in the number 2 hole than he was in the number 1 spot for pretty much the first month of the season. That's where he was, and now he's been a lot better. Now Nelson Cruz right here, pitch right down the middle, easy home run right over the center field fence. He's been picking it up lately as well. Both him and Robinson Cano doing much, much better. So definitely nice to see that, and very, very happy that they've both been hitting a lot better lately. Right here, ground out to short with Kyle Seager. That's no big deal. But actually, I think this one I would challenge if I can remember correctly. Yeah, we actually had a challenge on this one. As you guys can see here, it was pretty darn close. I ended up challenging it, and it ended up working out for me. He's on first, but next batter, Justin Ruggiano, right to short with the grounder. And that'll be a double play to end the inning. So the challenge ended up not mattering at all. But really, the story of this game was Yorvis Medina. This dude came in and pitched, especially when I wasn't even warming him up. Obviously, it was the first inning. I didn't anticipate him needing to come in until maybe like the 7th inning, if that. And he came in the first inning and pitched a fantastic game. I think he pitched 4 innings or so. Can't remember exactly how far he went. He's not really meant to, pitch a lot of innings, but I was able to stretch him out for quite a long time, and my bullpen had been pretty taxed from previous games, so I was very happy that I could actually kind of stretch him out a little bit into the 5th inning. And it really made my game a lot easier, to play when, I have a guy coming off the bullpen that really wasn't even ready to pitch. And I was able to pitch with him extremely effectively. Did not give up a single run with him. It was very nice to see that right here. A couple groundouts to start this inning. Nothing too great there. Willie Bloomquist in for Brad Miller in this game, and he grounds out as well. So, you know what happens? The bottom of my order definitely needs to pick things up. Mike Zunino has been pretty good lately, but everyone else needs to step it up a little bit. Right here, walk a guy with Kevin Correa. I think I brought him in, yeah. Correa comes in, and a fly out to center field. That's not too bad there. Gets the first out of the inning for us, which was nice. But yeah, overall, just the team has been picking it up slowly but surely. The offense has been getting there. The pitching, I still need to get down. This game was very encouraging for me with how I pitched, despite being in a tough situation, given that my starter wasn't able to pitch really the whole game at all. I got pretty lucky with how good my relievers pitched. This inning was a little bit of a struggle right here. Obviously, you can see base hit up the middle. Austin Jackson trying to get the ball in, try to cut him off at home. Throws a little bit offline. We still almost had him at home. That would have been crazy. Could not get Chris Iannetta, but not to fear. We strike out Mike Trout to end the inning. That was huge. If we didn't get that strikeout, we could have been in some deep trouble, and it could have been pretty bad. Right here, ICHIRO ground out to second base. Had a good pitch to hit, but couldn't really lift it in the air. So we actually weren't able to do much with it. Austin Jackson, another nice rip here. Unfortunately, a little too high, hanging up a little bit too much, and actually was able to be caught by the left fielder. But right there, you guys can see Robinson Cano getting a nice base hit. Like I said, he's been picking it up a lot lately, doing very, very well right there. Nelson Cruz, another nice hit. He kind of fell off at the beginning of May. He had been hitting over 300 the entire month of April, and then he kind of started doing pretty badly right here. Kyle Seager, very nice hit to center field, but Mike Trout was able to track it down. Obviously, he's a great fielder. I wasn't able to drop that one in just quite. But like I was saying, Nelson Cruz was hitting over 300 going into May, but then the first week of May just killed his average. It was down to like 270, and just recently, the past couple games, he started to hit a little bit more. You guys saw that home run that he hit, which was very, very nice to see, obviously. Very happy to see that right there. Willie Bloomquist, I'm surprised he didn't jump for that one. I thought he would have, and then I missed the ball with Austin Jackson. That kind of stuff pisses me off all the time in this game, and it seems to happen way too often. And we give up another run just because of that. It pretty much would have been first and second, maybe first and third if I was able to field that ball cleanly. Instead, it's a guy on second and they score a run. So just stuff like that frustrates me with MLB. I got to be a little bit more conservative when I try to field the ball right here. To right field, Justin Ruggiano gunning it in. They're not able to score on that one, which was nice. I think there's a couple plays like that actually right here. And then finally, barely got that cutter to sustain with Danny Farquhar. I definitely did not think that was a strike, but the ump gave me the benefit of the doubt, and I'll take it. Justin Ruggiano out the middle right here. He's been a very, very consistent hitter for us, hitting around 260 or 270 the entire year, getting a bunch of RBIs. I think he's actually leading our team in RBIs at this current moment, if I remember correctly. He's got some good hitters in front of him, like Cano and Cruz and Seager, that often get on base, so that was very nice to see. And Zunino right here to right field, not expecting that to go out at all, and he actually hits it out to right field, so definitely nice to see him picking it up a little bit. I think he has like 4 or 5 home runs in the year now, which is very, very nice. Right here, Willie Bloomquist hits it off the shortstop's glove, and he still is thrown out at first. Willie Bloomquist needs to pick up his speed a little bit. Then again, I don't really play Bloomquist too much. He plays maybe twice a week or something like that, just in various positions. He's kind of one of those utility players that can play many, many different positions. Right here, not Nelson Cruz. Austin Jackson gets another nice hit. I was gonna test him going to home, but I actually get back to third barely. I thought I was gonna be out, and then Robinson Cano is walked to load the bases, get Nelson Cruz up here. Should be a very good situation, and I get the pitch I wanted, but I ground out to second base. I could have broke the game open right there. Not quite able to do that. That's something we got to improve a little bit, is hitting with runners in scoring position. But overall, like I said, this game I did a pretty good job. It was just that one situation that could have been maybe a little bit better, but Danny Farquhar's in right now after Kevin Correa and Yoelvis Medina pretty much held down the fort. I mean, Correa didn't have, the best game of all time. I think he gave up 2 runs, but overall, I'm not going to be too upset about it. They were thrown into some situations that they weren't really expecting to be in, and I can't be too mad about it. But like I said, I mean, the pitching has, been getting better. Actually, everything on my team has been getting better. Coming into this game, we had a 10-17 record. Definitely not what we wanted. Pretty much a terrible start to the season. But over the past few games, we've been doing better. And you guys haven't seen, past this game, but I'll tell you at least a little bit that we've been doing better in general. I'm not going to tell you if we won or lost or anything, but overall, our team has been playing a lot better. Right here, Charlie Furbush into the game now, our setup man. And we give up a hit down the left field line, not too big a deal though. And right here, I could have gone to second and tried to get the double play, but I wanted to make sure I got the 1 out at first. I thought it might be a little bit risky to throw it to second base, so we got the out. Another hit to right field, like I mentioned before, we had a couple of these, and another great throw by Justin Ruggiano right up the third base line, denying a potential run to home, but unfortunately we go up and hit the next batter anyway, and they get their 3rd run across the board. So now it's 5-3. It's getting close right here. If I give up a home run, they would be in the lead, and it would be very, very bad. Willie Bloomquist, though, able to retire the last batter of that inning with a nice throw to first. And I was very, very happy to see that right there. Swung at a terrible pitch with Mike Zunino. Not sure what I was doing there. Willie Bloomquist up now, swinging at another terrible pitch. Both check swings, both, really unsure about if I wanted to swing or not. ICHIRO, nice hit into the gap here. He has been a fantastic addition for my team. I've had him for about a week now, pretty much since the start of May. And almost every single game he's gotten a hit, so I've been very, very happy with him. Austin Jackson right here, I thought I might have gotten a hold of one. Not quite, though. Hangs up in right field. But overall, like I said, Austin Jackson just hitting a lot better in general. So we got Fernando Rodney in the game now, up 5-3. We need to not choke like we did in that game we were talking about a little bit ago. Walked the leadoff batter, but we get a clutch double play on the second batter of the inning. That was huge. Now it's first and second. We actually are able to strike out this guy. Just gigantic strikeout by Fernando Rodney, and that will do it for the game. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know what you think of the ICHIRO pickup. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.